Hello and welcome to this special training from the Institute for Rehabilitative Qigong and Tai Chi. I'm Brian Traskos, founder and director of the IRQTC. This training, we're going to talk about using mindfulness to help improve your balance enhancement programs. So first of all, what is mindfulness? Well, mindfulness is this idea that we can maintain moment-to-moment awareness. We can really kind of keep our attention and awareness in the now, in the present moment. And through the practice of doing that, we're able to detach from strong emotional reactions, whether they be fear, anger, despair, resentment, or even over exuberance and over happiness and things that would kind of pull us out of the present moment and potentially create dysfunction or disruption in our lives and in the lives of those people around us. So that's what we call the practice of mindfulness. Now, how can this help our balance enhancement programs, and how can we utilize mindfulness in this way? Well, I just want to share a study with you really quickly to talk about this. Let me get to the first page of this study so you can see the study. So here it is. It's called The Role of Mindfulness in Healthcare. In Healthcare Reform, actually, a policy paper. And the reason I'm going to show that to you is I'm going to read a couple things from it right now. So this is what some of the research shows with mindfulness training when it's used in healthcare, okay? So evidence suggests that mindfulness training of physicians can reduce medical errors. A study of 53 medical residents suggests that training in self-awareness enhances the ability to conduct patient-centered interviews, thereby improving physician-patient communication and ultimately resulting in higher quality of care. Okay, so mindfulness improves care. A number of studies and reviews have suggested that increased self-awareness can help prevent and manage stress and burnout and increase empathy. Okay, so that's in the healthcare practitioner. Practicing mindfulness can help decrease stress and burnout. Okay, I don't know if that's important to you or not, but there you go. Now, studies suggest that teaching mindfulness to health professionals improves the quality of care they deliver through enhancing caregiver self-efficacy, improving clinician well-being and coping skills, and that training psychotherapists in mindfulness significantly improves the mental health of the patients under their care. So when the psychiatrists or psychotherapists practice mindfulness, the mental health of their patients gets better. They're not actually even focusing primarily on the mental health of their patients. They're focusing on their own mindfulness, and it naturally creates better outcomes in their patients. Amazing, right? So here we are. We are rehabilitation professionals, Qigong and Tai Chi teachers. We're people who help people with their balance. And did we ever realize, just for a moment, that probably one of the most important things we can do to help anyone else is become more mindful within ourselves. So how does this look in a practical way? So often we are running around during the day, running from room to room, running from place to place. We are working with our students, working with our patients, and we're just really not in the present moment. We're always thinking about the next thing or the thing that happened just before that, and we're not really in the now. How can we basically do that? Well, one simple way is to take a deep breath, okay? Before you walk in the treatment room, before you come into the gym, before you start your class, long, slow exhale. And then let that breath just fill the body as deeply as possible, bringing us into the present moment. Now, on that exhale, you might think about actually exhaling down through the ground. This is another mindfulness practice. It creates a rootedness or a grounding in our nature so that we become more steadfast to the people around us. So we take that deep breath in and breathe out. All the way down from the belly, down through the legs, all the way down through the bottom of the feet, creating a grounding. And then when we're grounded and we feel ourselves connected to the earth, then we can more effectively work with our patients, our clients, whether teaching a class or whether it's one-on-one. So there's another way we can actually become mindful about how we're working with our students and our patients. Just one more suggestion. The way that we touch people, and I know sometimes in Qigong and Tai Chi classes, we're not actually touching people. So in that way, it would be more of our eye contact with people. When we're able to meet people with a soft eye contact and really kind of see them in a way, almost like we're touching them with our eyes, that is a mindfulness practice. Now, if we are indeed licensed and it's appropriate for us to touch people, think about how we do that. Before we put our hands on someone, how are we going to touch them? Are we going to use a light touch? Are we going to use a more firm touch? Are we going to use a heavy touch? Rather than just mindlessly just putting our hands on people and moving them in the way that we want them to move, we slow down for a second, we take a deep breath, ground ourselves, and then bring to our own awareness, how would it be most appropriate to touch this person in order to help them achieve the goals that we are looking to achieve together. And that's another way to become mindful in a very practical sense. I also think it's wonderful to actually sit and meditate and practice mindfulness, alone, to cultivate our ability to do that. However, life doesn't exist on the cushion. Life exists in relationship to everyone and everything around us. Bringing our mindfulness practice into actual physical practice is what life is all about. So use these 3 tips. Take some deep breaths, ground yourself, and be very mindful about how you touch or connect with people. And just watch how things change in your life. And watch how, when you do this, specifically around your balance programs with people, how much their balance improves. Of course, we do teach these mindfulness techniques and methods as a core part of our Rehabilitative Tai Chi for Balance Enhancement Specialist training, so that you are not only learning how to help people improve their balance, but you yourself are getting a really rich and nurturing experience that will naturally overflow to others. So thank you so much for joining us for this special training on using mindfulness to enhance your balance programs, and I look forward to seeing you at the BEST program. Take care. Bye-bye.